How to replace the brake light on a Kia Soul. Now this one here is a 2013. It should be the same for I believe the 2012 on up Kia Souls. And what you want to have is a 7mm I believe, or a Phillips head screwdriver. And you have 3 screws. One down here. You want to go ahead and remove those 3 screws. Now I had a person press on the tail lights. I already marked which one's out on it. This one here is your brake lights, and I believe the other ones are your running lights when you have the headlights on. Then you got your backup and turn signal. So the one I'm replacing today will be right here. Now after you get those 3 Phillips screws off, now I was wrong. It's not like a 7 or anything, it's just a Phillips head screw. So after you get those all out, what you want to do is kind of pry on it. I reach from underneath of here, and I pull towards me. You want to pull away from the vehicle because there is some ball pins. See if I can get to stay. You look right here, and you go right down here. You got some ball pins, so you want to just kind of pull straight outwards. You don't want to try angle it too far and yanking it out. You just want to kind of try pulling straight on out, therefore you won't break the tabs on it. What you want to do is just kind of sit down. Then you're going to find the one that is missing, that's burned out. So for mine, it would be this bottom one here. They got little wings on them where you can put your finger onto it, and you want to turn counterclockwise to get it off. So you want to spin this way, by the way I'm looking at it. Now to kind of make it easier on itself, we don't got the tail light dangling there. You can go ahead and disconnect it. That's what I've already done. And you'll have a little push pin, a little push tab. I believe it's right here. Yeah, that you want to push in while pulling the connector out of it. There's the tail light. That's where it plugged right into. So like I said, you just want to turn counterclockwise, and off it goes. You might have to move. For me, I have to move some of the wirings out of the way, and out it goes. Now the way I do it, I sometimes take the bulb out and reposition it, because sometimes they do wiggle loose. This one here gonna look like it won't work, but I've already took the bulb out and put it back in just to make sure it wasn't a loose connection on it. So let's give it a test. I'm pressing the brakes. Got the brakes pressed. Nothing. So we know for a fact that it's a burnout light. And to make sure if all the other lights are the same one, take one of them out and put it into the brake light, or whichever one you're working on. See, is it the actual bulb or is it the wiring on it? Alright, so what I've got here going on, I'm taking the one off the running light, which as you can see it's a good one here. And I'm going to take this one out and put it onto the brake light to make sure it's not the bulb. Now what they always say too, don't touch it with bare skin, because the oil of it somehow reduces the life. I don't know if that's true or not, but I just put on gloves just to be on the safe side, because I've always done it barehanded and I've never had a problem with it. But if you're kind of OCD about it, put on some gloves, therefore your oil won't mess it up. And what you want to do, it's got those little notches here on both ends. If you look at it, it can only go in there one way. So you got the little notch here, right on the other side. So I'll go ahead and put this light in and give it a test. Alright, this light's in. Now let's give it a test, make sure it was the bulb that went bad on it. Brake pedal pressed, and you see that lights up. So I know it's the bulb that was burned out on it. So that's how you change the brake light on a Kia Soul. Then all you gotta do is just put it back in, turn clockwise, then put the tail light in firmly, and go and start your 3 screws and you're finished. Thanks for watching.